All right. Okay, let's get the show on the road and run. I think the music got a little too quiet. I'm trying to find a good balanced level. I hear GTA. I hear the GTA loading. The music is clashing. I need to get in the game so I can turn off full screen and turn on borderless. There we go. And I still can't. Still can't. Okay. This'll do. Okay. Hello, chat. Welcome to the first episode of Just Joshin. So obviously because it's the first episode, it's gonna be pretty low key, just figuring things out, how to like get the hang of streaming and how all this works. I have like these episodes are gonna be really loose, just sort of. I have like a plan of things to talk about, and I'll try to go by the list, you know. Stream will probably be about an hour long. I don't know if the conversation will drift or not, but it's very chill. You guys can feel free to chat. Chatting is encouraged. I want you guys to participate in what I'm talking about. How is the music volume? Do you think I should turn it up or down? Yeah, Riley, I'm not making money off of YouTube. How you want to? How's the game volume? I don't want it to be like super loud. I think it's kind of loud. Whoa. I just saw audio. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna turn the game down a lot. Oh wait, is there like a master volume? Just radio up. That's better. I'm gonna have to play with all my sound settings all the time. Yes, I'm gonna be like just joshing on the weekends. So, just to start off, how are you guys doing? How's chat doing? Who's watching tonight? Yeah. Chat is chatting. I don't know whose red car this is. Is this? I mean, it's gonna be interesting if I start playing like story games using Just Joshing, because I'm gonna be trying to talk about what I'm trying to talk about, but also figuring out how to play. Like that's why I was gonna do Nier Automata tonight, but I'm like, you know what? I should probably figure out how to play Nier Automata a little bit and get like into the story before I just go ahead and stream it, because if I like start a game and head right into Just Joshing, I'm gonna be so confused. I'm not gonna be able to focus on anything. Yeah. GTA was a good idea, Rally, because I've been playing this game for so long. I can kind of just aimlessly drive around and try to do things while talking. Go for a little drive. Totally. So, I guess we'll jump right into it though. The topic for today. I am always reading chat. I have chat open. There is just a delay, well, obviously, because you want quality. This is gonna be a very much like debuggy stream where I figure things out. How is the stream quality, by the way? I just got the new CPU, so it should be better. It doesn't say it's dropping any frames or anything, but it's on my like second window, and I don't know how the frame rate is or the pixels. Chat, I need you to stay with me here. How's the quality? Serviceable? I don't know what that is. That good or bad? Like, it's serviceable. Does it need service, or is it servicing you adequately? Yeah, our Wi-Fi upload speed isn't super fast, so it also could be that I'm in like not in full screen. It is using a game capture, so. If I go to full screen, is that better? That actually does look better, I think. I don't know, I can't really tell. I'm trying to get Tamara on the stream. She said she wanted to do watch it, but she is not here. Maybe I should call her. First guest appearance. What percent, Julian? Is there a way to see that just quickly and see what I'm at in this game? I can see what mission I just did, I think. Are these all the story missions? I just did the Merryweather heist. I guess that's the last thing I did. Stats. 39%. I'm about halfway through the story. 33 out of 69. Okay, so the topic for tonight, now that we've got the stream working better, was fixations. I wanted to wait for Tamara. I think she's tuning in now. So, if you guys have known me for any amount of time, you'd know that I tend to discover something and fixate on it. Maybe not as much as Tim, who will like discover a new game and do nothing but that game for like a month. But I'm the kind of guy who will find out something that's interesting to me, and I will read like the entire Wikipedia article for it and every single link in that Wikipedia article. I just wrote down like a small list of some things that have interested me over the years. Thought I would talk about that. It ranges pretty widely. I think I obviously don't even have them all down because I think I get like a new thing that interests me at least once a month. Right now, the latest thing that I've been kind of obsessing over, if you're in my family, you know this, is VHS tapes. Like VCRs and stuff. I was recently at Value Village and I found a VCR for $7.99. So I picked it up, took it home. It worked, and I played a few old tapes. I bought a copy of Summersby, which is this like romance movie about just after the Civil War. It's like the movie was made in 1997, I want to say, with Jodie Foster. It was good. It was a good movie, and the tape played just fine. It was a pretty good quality, but by the end of it, it was I did not pay. I just took the VCR home. But no, yeah, the tape was in good shape, and you may be wondering, oh, why do you watch? That's like a pretty random movie to pick. Well, Summersby, the soundtrack was done by Danny Elfman, and the song that they play right at the start of that movie is it's used by the movie studio Regency Studios. Speaking of Fixation's, movie studios was one for a while. I think I made an entire playlist of movie studio logos that I liked. It's probably on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it's like a public playlist, but I don't think I made it private. Anyway, so yeah, the Regency Studios logo theme is for like a snippet, like 10 seconds from the song at the start of Summersby. I found that tape at the thrift store as well. I was like, hell, I'll watch the movie. I'll finally see beyond the 10 seconds of the start where he's burying some dead guy. Tamara is asking me for the stream link. Does she over open Discord? She was napping. So, so anyways, so I brought home the VHS, I watched Summersby, and it worked. I heard what? And so what I wanted to do for my channel, because I saw a couple of videos about how to do this, recently on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. Is like, you take a video you want to make, you take something like kind of cool. Like for me, I wanted to do it with some SpongeBob Super Sponge clips. Speaking of that, will come up again today later, believe it or not. SpongeBob Super Sponge. Oh, what was I even talking about? All I can think about now is SpongeBob Super Sponge. Chat, where was I going with this? I was talking about... Why am I in, like, first gear? Rally, that will not... I'll do that if I get, 10,000 subscribers. That's a promise. You can hold me to it, because it will never happen. VHS. Yeah, I know I was talking about VHS, but, like, I was specifically talking about... Oh yes, things I wanted to tape. Yeah, so because I want to make VHS videos. Like, it would be really cool. I want to take like, if you guys have seen the JCAD Media logos, some SpongeBob Super Sponge stuff, other JCAD Media productions like the Cube 2K video that I made. And so what I wanted to do is record, like, put those on a DVD, which I already did. I burn it to a DVD. And then I put the DVD in a DVD player. And what you can do is you can put the output of the DVD player and make it the input of the VHS, or the VCR. Then you can use the VCR to tape the DVD playing onto a tape. And what that does is it kind of like instantly ages the video and makes it look all, well, it makes it look taped. So, and then you can use a capture card. I have like some Amazon capture card I bought. You can plug it into the VCR, play it back to your computer, and so you've basically converted a digital video you've made in whatever on like Sony Vegas, and you've made it into like an old tape. So that would be something fun to do. Unfortunately, I ran into a problem. So my VHS I keep saying that. My VCR, not my VHS. Oh, rip this guy. My VCR plays videos just fine. Like, it had no issues watching movies, and I watched my parents' wedding tape and Auntie Kate's wedding tape. But I think it has something wrong with one of the heads for recording, because I tried 2 different tapes. I tried recording the Wii, the DVD player, and every time when I record, it does this weird thing where, like, the tape plays, like, it records just fine, and you can fast forward and reverse through the recording, but when you play the recording, it flashes, like, the input, like, it doesn't play. It's all fucked up, basically. Yeah. um, but yeah, so it doesn't play, so I don't know, like, I don't think it's the video recording, but, like, basically how a VHS tape works is it stores the video on the magnetic tape in sort of 3 layers. So the top is where it stores the audio, the middle is where it horizontally, like, diagonally stores in, like, these lines, it stores the video data, and then stuff like the control track is along the bottom, and that's where it stores like, captions. Like, that's how old tapes have captions and stuff. I'm not putting Family Guy clips. The control track is where, like, how fast the playback should be played and the captions are. So because it is my VCR is fast forwarding and reversing through the tape just fine, I think, but it only breaks on playback. I think that there's something wrong with how it's actually recording the control track. And so I think I just need to find another VCR. I mean, of everything to break in my process, a new VCR is, like, the cheapest thing to replace, because you can find them at thrift stores for, like, $3, maybe $10. But yeah. So I hope I can get that working, because that would be very fun. And that's fixation number 1. That's just as you can tell, I not only did I just pick up a VCR to make tapes, I learned everything that I could possibly learn about VCRs and how they work and how a tape deck works and all that, like, so. That just kind of demonstrates how my mind works. What else? Oh, I've got so many I could talk about. So I mentioned SpongeBob Super Sponge, right? So that was a fixation of mine a while back. So it kind of ties in with how I got really interested in watching these, like, lost media tapes. And, like, you know, like, top 10 or top 50 cases of lost media. If you've ever seen the Odd Header channel, great channel, super interesting. He talks about, like, these mysteries in video games and stuff like that. And then there's another one, like, I don't remember the channel name, but I was watching it with Tamara a lot. He does, like, all sorts of, like, lost media compilations. And so I stumbled upon, like, these, like, a very, very niche community of the internet, which was dedicated to finding old copies of SpongeBob Super Sponge demos. Yes, no, that's right, Shy Valley. If you're ever interested in, like, lost media tapes, check out the Shy Valley channel. I want to, like, fix the Spotify audio. I feel like this music is a little quiet. How's the audio and everything, guys? Just a quick check-in on stream quality. How are we doing? How are we doing? Visuals, audio, everything. Anything that needs to be fixed? Recommendations before I get back to explaining what the hell SpongeBob Super Sponge is. Why do I have the caps? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Oh, it's that guy! The NPC's getting pulled over. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Now, see, Jordan... Wow, there's a shootout, dude! They killed the cops! These guys are the Toyota Prius. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Is he gonna just abandon his buddy? Damn. What the hell? This guy just All right. NPC's wilding, bro. I need the quality check, guys. Nobody said anything. I. Look at that sunset. It's okay. Good to hear. Oh, sorry, Tamara. I didn't see that. Okay, so SpongeBob Super Sponge. So, in my quest and my reading and Wikipedia art. Oh my god, a rabbit. Uh, sorry. Oh my god, there's so many animals. Those wolves, coyotes. Oh my god, Jordan reference, guys. Chat. Everybody type in chat Jordan reference. I won't shoot them. So SpongeBob Super Sponge. I keep getting distracted. So I found a very, very niche community. These guys were dedicated entirely. I found a Discord. I'm still in that Discord server. It's where I have some of my SpongeBob emojis that you might be seeing. And so these guys would literally like spend their days. Like there were some guys who were in there from dawn till dusk, chatting about SpongeBob Super Sponge. It was this video game. I think it came out on like the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance in the year 2001 or 2000. Oh great, there's cops in this. Maybe we can steal a tank. But interestingly, a ton of like demos were made. What am I doing? I'm just going to Fort Sankudo rally. I forgot this isn't GTA Online where I can just enter there. And so this community is dedicated to finding these lost copies of like alpha, like pre-alpha demo versions of this game. Funnily enough, I actually have a copy of one of these. I have a copy of SpongeBob Super Sponge demo. It's like a I think it's a copy. It's like a November 2000 demo. There's no sound. There's no levels. You kind of just scroll back and forth. Here, you know what? I'm actually gonna try to boot that up and I'll play it for you guys. It's probably gonna look awful on stream, but you know what? Well, let's go for it. I have my Game Boy Advanced emulator. Let's see if I can get it here. Load ROM. SpongeBob Super Sponge old.gba. Yeah, here it is. Can you guys see it? I don't know. No, there's no sound. There's nothing. There's no level design. Can I even get it to boot? Oh, I can. it's super primitive. You can walk around and you can jump. I think maybe A or B. Which one of these keys makes you jump? What the hell? What was that? Oh, you can jump. Okay. So you kind of like. There's no, for some reason, there's collision on this pit. I don't know why, and there's no collision on this hill. I don't know why. It's just a, yeah. This is SpongeBob Super Sponge, November 2000 demo. Actually, it's dated. If you see up here, beta 2000 November 28th. So about a month after, 2 years, a month and 1 year and 11 months before my my 0th birthday, my entrance into this world. There's a door here, but you can't go in it. You can kind of just stand here. Oh, I can like hit the whoa. What is that? That's like he's like doing like nay or something. So I don't know how I kind of stumbled into the SpongeBob Super Sponge community, but I think I had seen a meme. I've probably sent it before. Of this demo, but somebody had added sound effects. I've sent this video like 1,000 times on Craft. It's like somewhere in here. Is it in my memes folder? Did somebody see it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is like the video. I don't think you'll have any sound. Wait, how is there music playing? I just realized. Is the music even playing? Why did it switch to the pro chat? Damn it! How long has there been no music playing? Stupid OBS. Why did it hide? Oh, there. It should be back. Okay, oh, that's okay. Well, this... Alright. Anyway, so this is the video with the added sound. So, yeah, this video was a big deal in the SpongeBob Super Sponge community because they were like, the audio is fake. Guys, don't trust these fake SpongeBob Super Sponge demos. But I had to vouch for it. I was like, actually, guys, this is a real demo. It's just somebody edited in like the sound effects. And so I kind of got sucked into it after joining that Discord. I learned a lot about SpongeBob Super Sponge. Most of it's lost to me now, which is unfortunate. 'Cause I'm telling you, it was riveting information. This was another video that was kind of infamous on that server because this was another fake demo that somebody just made. Like people were all in the comment, like in the threads, like, guys, it's not real. There was no 3D release of SpongeBob Super Sponge. I don't even I don't know why that was so interesting to me. I think SpongeBob as well could qualify for its own fixation of mine. I think not a day goes by since like 2009, not a day has gone by where I didn't at least think or talk about SpongeBob once. It's been like the cultural impact, the cultural impact on my culture, me-ness, has been very, very influenced by SpongeBob. It's great. I quote it like once per day. So SpongeBob Super Sponge was kind of part of the Lost Media interest phase, but going back to Lost Media, there was a lot of really cool stuff. For a while I was super into Lost songs. It was the first song I played on stream, actually, which the music is working now, right, guys? I kept asking about music volume, and not a single one of you bothered to say there's no music playing. But the first song I played on stream, if it did play, I don't know, was it doesn't have a name. Nobody knows the name. I've talked about this before, so I won't go into it too much. It's kind of probably gonna be redundant to you guys, but nobody knows who made it. Well, people kind of know when it was made, but not exactly. No, we don't know what it's called. We don't even know what the real lyrics are. And I was super obsessed with that song. I went on like a whole internet deep dive looking for information relating to it. I learned everything I could about it. Turns out it was recorded in Germany. They found the exact radio station actually because of there was like a distinct frequency that was playing in the recording that was only broadcasted on that particular radio station in Germany. I'm sure those are the lyrics, really. It's foggy. It's kind of a vibe. It's kind of a mood. Yeah, Jordan, that's probably gonna be how I open Just Joshing. It's the first song on the Just Joshing playlist now, so it'll be most streams will open to that. Yeah, you're right. This is like a Goodfellas car or Godfather or something.
Hey, you hit me.
Yeah, take the cannoli. We gotta watch The Godfather on Caducraft at some point soon. Kill an NPC.
Oh shit, sorry.
More fixations. So in my youth, natural disasters was a big one. There was this book at the library at Fallingbrook. It was made by this publisher called Klutz, Klutz, and it was like this big book. Like it was just like thick cardboard, and it was all about natural disasters. And I had like so many little natural disaster books. We had like this little mini series of natural disaster books at home. That's probably one of my first fixations. Like I would take that book out of the library whenever we had library time in elementary school. Like I think the teachers would have been like, wow, that kid really likes that book. I must have taken it out so many times. And I took that book out so many times that in the 8th grade, I think the 8th grade, they were doing a library clean out where they were getting rid of old books. And I kid you not, the librarian told me that I could take home that book and keep it, and I still have it. It's in my bookshelf. It's missing the front cover and the back cover because I took it out so many times it like started to fall apart. But I still have it. I still have that book. It was a good book. It was cool. You know, I like natural. I still do. I know. Like I wanted to take a natural disasters course at Carleton, but I guess I never fit it in my timetable. I think you need to be in like earth science to be on priority for it or something. But yeah, similar story. Another one of my fixations as a kid was black holes. And I kind of space in general, but specifically I was super obsessed with black holes because to me it was just so like it kind of blew my mind. It still blows my mind, and I think that is a common sentiment in the scientific community that it's mind-blowing, black holes. And I would take out if I wasn't taking out the Klutz Natural Disaster book, I was taking out black hole books or space books. I remember specifically there's this one like illustration of a guy getting spaghettified in one of them. What the hell is that guy doing? Like, you know how like spaghettification when like the effect that happens to something getting pulled into a singularity, where the effect of gravity is so much stronger on the bottom of the object that it gets stretched in at like a stronger, I don't know how to say it properly, faster, not really, rate. So like the bottom goes in with more force than the top, and it like stretches it out. Yeah, Pluto is interesting, especially when it got demoted to dwarf planet. I still have a collection. It's the same. I think it's the same publisher that made the little mini series of natural disaster books that I have. That made a space series. We still have all of them, and Pluto was one of the books for the planet Pluto before it became not a planet. So that's kind of neat. I plan to keep it around long enough to give it to and show my kids someday. Be like, look, kids, I'm so old that there was a 9th planet. Although maybe by then we will actually find the mythical planet 9, and we'll have 9 planets again. Yeah, heads up with Bob McDonald. I'm gonna save that for another episode. That's another Just Joshin episode where I'm talking about just childhood TV shows. But yeah, that was definitely like that era of space wonder. And I still have that. What's neat about these fixations is that they never really leave me. Like, once I discover something so interesting, I kind of just add it to my library of things that I like to think about or talk about or read about sometimes. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. Another huge one is Windows. So, and this was probably like in late elementary school through early high school. I just got so obsessed with Microsoft Windows and old versions of Windows. I think on my corkboard in my room. I still have it pinned. It's all like yellowed out and sun faded. That I wrote down on a lined piece of paper from memory every single version of Windows. I just got like so fascinated. It started with like when I found out like that old versions of Mac OS had like these death chimes, and I would just watch. Like I would literally just sit on my computer and watch for like hours at a time compilations of all Windows boot up and shutdown noises and Mac OS death chimes, because it was cool. I did a stream a long time ago where I played with Windows Me. You can go back and watch that. Irrelevant, but relevant. No, I didn't add Windows 11, really. I should. I don't think I even added Windows 10. I think it goes up to Windows 8.1 on that list, although that might be wrong. Windows 10's been out for like forever now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've noticed. It back in my day when I was a kid, it felt like we were getting a new version of Windows, like maybe not in like schools or stuff, but like commercially there was a new version of Windows coming out like every so often, like every couple of years. And now it's just been like Windows 10 for what feels like a decade. Or has it been a decade already, Chad? I don't know. How Windows 10 has been out for like a long time. But yeah, like I totally got obsessed with how Windows works. I like went all in. Like I knew what every single type of blue screen of death from every different OS was. Another Jordan reference. Yeah, Windows is still cool. I remember I learned the ins and outs of Windows 7 so well that I figured out an exploit. And Tim, if Tim is still watching, and Brennan, you guys would remember this. I found sort of like an exploit you could do with Windows 7 that would allow you to change. Oh, how did I do it? It would allow you to change the. So you know if you spam Shift 5 times, you get the sticky keys window. I made it so that it would pull up an administrator command prompt window instead. And I did that. So the way I did it, I'll run you through the method because I still remember how to do it. So what you do is you crash the computer, like you unplug the computer or whatever, turn it off, and then turn it on. While it's turning it on, like while it's booting into Windows, unplug it again to interrupt the boot sequence, so that when you boot it again, it'll prompt you to start up in safe boot mode. So now instead of doing a safe boot, it'll run like a diagnostic window. I don't remember exactly, but like this diagnostic window thing will come up. And then at one point, at one frame, like one little window of these like things it's running you through, like the diagnostics, there's an option to open a text file. And anyone can do this, by the way. Like this is just like something that was on like commercial versions of, like I did it on several computers at school. So you open the text file. Keep in mind you're still like, this is like before logging in. Like this is in the boot screen, like Windows 7 is like in the middle of booting up. Open the text file, you copy command prompt, and you delete. There's a specific exe file that is for sticky keys. I don't remember what it's called now anymore. I couldn't tell you. But you delete the sticky keys file and you replace it with command prompt, and you rename command prompt to the name of like the sticky keys thing. So now when you hit Shift 5 times, Windows will look for sticky keys, see the name, and run it. But instead of running, yeah, it was something like that, Tim. Instead of running sticky keys, it'll run command prompt. So once that's done, you can just restart the computer normally. And now after you've restarted, you'll sit on the Windows like boot up screen. If you remember Windows 7, it would have like the square profile picture and then enter your username and your password. Instead of logging in, you hit Shift 5 times. And you pull up command prompt. And now using this command prompt, you could do all sorts of funky things. Like you can start, if you type in explore.exe or run explore.exe, it would start a start menu. Like at the bottom, like, you know, like you could see the Windows taskbar. Even though you're not logged in. And you could actually like use browsers and stuff and like applications despite not being logged into Windows. But the real treasure was you could run a few commands, I don't remember them exactly anymore, but you could reactivate Windows's default administrator account and change its password to whatever you want. Then restart again to apply the changes, and then you could log into the administrator when you're back because you've set the password, you've activated the administrator. So back at Fallingbrook, I had done this on like several computers all over I did it on a couple of the computer lab, I did it in the homeroom. So I would just remember which computers I had admin access on, and if ever we had a computer lab period, I did this in high school too. I did it like a couple computers in the high school library. I would remember which ones I could log in and use the admin, so I would have like no blocks. Like I could use any programs, go on any websites without all the stupid restrictions. Like they don't let you use you couldn't install Minecraft on a school computer, but I could because I had admin. Yeah, it was great. The perks of getting fixated and learning everything there is to know about something. Unfortunately, when Windows 10 rolled around, they fixed that. I think you might maybe still be able to do it in Windows, but I don't think you can pull up sticky keys on the login screen anymore, so... But anyway, it was fun while it lasted. I remember one time we were at the computer lab, and Mrs. Power walked by my math and music teacher for grade 7 and 8. She walked by while I had the command prompt open, and I was rewriting the admin password on one of the lab computers, and she's like, "Josh, what are you doing?" And I was like, I'm fixing it." And she kind of like narrowed her eyes, and then was like, "Alright." She believed me, and she kind of just walked away, and I was like, "Oh shit, man. That was a close call." But I got away with it. Nobody ever found out. I never had any adverse effects too. Like I got away with having admin at school for my entire late elementary school and high school days. It was great. Honky, that's irrelevant. I don't appreciate I appreciate you, but I do. Yeah, look at this guy. It's a big Lebowski reference. I'm gonna drive the this shitbox. Fanciest car in Cuba. Shout out chat. Who's ever been to Cuba? Because I haven't. Alright, more fixations. I got a whole list here. How could I not mention the Titanic? I think at some point I could tell you off memory the name of every important officer that served on the Titanic. I obviously don't remember now. But yeah, I was obsessed with the Titanic. I love that movie still. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't even remember how that fixation started. It might have been when my mom watched the movie with me. Damn. There's not much else to go off of the Titanic. I mean, you know, it was a boat. The Titanic. It was a boat. What are some fun Titanic facts that I could talk about? Tamara, do you know anything that I've spit out at you over the past year and a half of you knowing me? Random Titanic things that I told you? The government did it. The government of the Atlantic Ocean did it, actually. It was a protest from the Atlanteans. It was an act of terrorism. Oh, how's the noise suppression, by the way? I'm using another stream quality check in here. square meters of space on the first floor of the Titanic. I think that's a little a little too specific. My Titanic knowledge is lacking. I need to refresh. I need to reread the Wikipedia article. Talk to it, all that. Going back to natural disasters, tornadoes was a huge obsession of mine. I used to watch tornado videos like nonstop. If you guys are if you guys are at all interested in tornadoes, Pico's Hank, best storm chaser on the internet. I swear I would watch his videos just to go to sleep. They are so well made. Almost at the end of the stream time. Noise suppression is mostly good. Yeah, it's hard to. I have like a clicky keyboard, so it's hard to totally filter it out. But as long as my mic doesn't sound like trash, then chillin'. Where are we in the Just Joshin playlist? Shona. Yeah, okay. Wow, that playlist is a perfect amount of time. Opinion on the taste of deodorant. Can't say I've ever tried it, Riley. Yeah, I don't even know if Jake Chudnow music is copyright free, but I thought it was. So if I get a copyright thing on it, I don't care. I'm not making money anyways. There's some thugs over there. There's thugs. Jake shut now. What the hell happened over here, bro? The thugs got to them. It's already dead. Where's that honking coming from? Oh, damn! I was obsessed with airplanes for a while. Still am. Love my Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know how to start up most. Like I could start up if I was actually plopped in an A320. I would know how to turn it on. I don't think I could fly it very well, but I could turn it on, engines and all. The hell? We're driving in. This looks like Albedo. Yeah, I was gonna do flight sim today, but that's epic, Tim. That's nice. Yeah, and I probably will do a flight sim Just Joshin episode, like where I'm playing flight sim. I was gonna do it today, but I don't know. I just didn't. I'm just a messenger. Whoa. I think an hour is like the perfect length for Just Joshin. I think we're gonna start wrapping things up. I got like another 10 minutes or so. But this went pretty well. I think this was pretty good. This will be a nice Sunday ritual for you guys to look forward to. You know, just chill, lay back, and listen to me rant, babble, and blather for an hour. Another fixation of mine was like biblical things, not because I'm a child of God or anything. No, but because I was just interested in how weird the Bible actually is. I was reading all sorts of stuff on that. I guess that was it. When I wrote this prompt for Just Joshing, that was what I was currently interested in, because it says recent, and that's not recent. I wrote this document like a year ago because I've been planning to do Just Joshing for so long. Yeah, history in general. That's true, Amy. I was obsessed with. I literally watched an entire like 10-hour series on the history of Rome, all the way from like Cicero's day until, um, right up until the fall of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. I'm starting. I'm still going with that series. The Roman Empire chapters are just beginning. But the entire Roman Republic, I watched all that. It was very interesting. I bought Shakespeare's like Shakespeare. Which two? I read this summer. I read Shakespeare's Romeo. No, not Romeo and Juliet. Julius Caesar. And I'm also going to read Cleopatra and Mark Antony and Cleopatra soon. Mark Antony and Cleopatra is just at the fall of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Empire because Mark Antony was like the last of the second triumvirate that Octavian kills off before being like, all right, I'm the emperor now. I'm Augustus Caesar, and I conquered Egypt, so I'm naming this month that I conquered Egypt in after myself, August. That's why we have August as its name anyway. But that's the legend anyway. Whether or not that's actually 100% true is up for debate. This goes hard, bro. Driving the junker car. The Big Lebowski car. Oh, it's so purple in here. I literally just spent this entire, there's no casino because I'm in GTA story mode. Hello, Morvid1. There's another one. I think I've run through my entire list. I do not have PS Plus, not anymore. Since I moved to my PC, I kind of never went back to the PS4. Went the wrong way. I'm trying to get into the mountains so we can watch the sunset before stream ends. No! That cop better leave me alone. He doesn't care about whatever I'm doing. Oh, these plants are laggy, bro. Half-Life VR. I might play Half-Life on a stream, but I need to like get the ins and outs before I do. Oh, that was a skunk. Any game that I play on stream, I gotta like kind of learn it a bit, because if not, it's just too distracting. Do you think this car will even make it up the hill? Oh my goodness. It made it. Sunset. Hey, we did a heist here once. Alright, well, I'm gonna be wrapping things up, guys. Second. We could get another 2 minutes or so. What is that? Alright, chat, before we wrap up, what are your thoughts? What did you guys think of Just Joshin E01? Any suggestions for the next episode? Thoughts, comments, concerns, queries? You still with us, Tamara? What'd you think of the short time you were here? Oh, I guess not that short. I think it was good. I had a good flow today, you know, talking about things. Next episode, I won't spoil what it is because the subject is actually up for kind of whatever I feel like talking about that day, but we got a nice ideas list. Possibly it could be childhood TV. Maybe. What? There's a construction zone. It's a good closing song. Yo. Alright, well, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Just Joshing 01. I will see you guys next Sunday at 10 p.m. probably for the next episode. Please tune in. Please leave a like, subscribe, share, all of that fancy jazz. Yeah, this was actually very fun. I think this is going to be a very nice thing. The show of the year. Just Joshing, 100 years. 100 years, forever. Just Joshing, guys. That's it for me, signing out.